That's a piece of art. Check it out, guys. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert if this is your first time tuning in. So in today's video, I am presenting to you what I've been working on for the past week. Been kind of just putting this together. Real quickly, shout out to the business. If you want to check it out, if you want to take photos here, getting engaged, anniversary, we host weddings out here. We host photo shoots out here. Geodomes of South Texas, links down in the description. We were featured in the Houston magazine for top 13 places to visit in Texas. So super blessed, all glory to God, honestly, but yeah, super blessed and super humbled. But yeah, if you want to check it out, like I said, Geodomes of South Texas, everything's down below. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it, just kind of talk about this. I'll give you a full tour of it once I finish, I guess, kind of describing it a little bit. So as you can tell, it has like a little wreath on top, like a little ring. That came from inspiration from like Athens, Greece. Greece has the laurel wreath is what they call it. So that's where that came from. You got the little greenery plants up there. Went and bought all that stuff. The problem where I had mistakes building this thing, I made a little under $40 in mistakes. And that's because I had problems bending that wood. It was really hard, really difficult. It took a lot of time, and a lot of time wasted. Well, I guess not wasted because I learned from my mistake, but eventually got it done. Yeah, bending that wood was the hardest thing to do. And then you needed at least 2-3 people to bend that wood because it is circular. The whole point was to not have 4 posts, because typically when you're building a pergola or a gazebo, usually you have at least, if you're building a triangular one, 3 posts. If you're building a square rectangular one, at least 4 or 6 posts. Here, we wanted to aesthetically only go with 2 posts. So that adds more complexity to building this thing. On top of that, you add in that it's a circle, which adds more complexity to it. Because typically you would probably just add a post right here, add a post in the back, or even just triangulate these posts and you would add 3 posts. But still, that's not what we were going for. So again, it created more challenge to the situation. But yeah, so right here, what we're gonna do, we have a lot of couples who come out here for their anniversaries, for birthdays, any kind of special celebrations. We have people come out here who just won the battle with cancer. We have people who come out here who are trying to avoid a divorce. There's different situations people come out here for. So just to add just to add much more uniqueness to it, we put up this little metal piece. It serves 2 purposes. One, it's gonna be supporting where the strain is at on the circle. A lot of strain is here and on these corners. The next thing is it's metal. It's a small piece of strapping metal. And what we're gonna do is we have magnetic letters. So if we have an anniversary, we have people's, usually when they book, it has their last names on there. So we're gonna say, welcome to GOSTX, you know, Mr. Rodriguez or Mr. whatever, you know. It'll say their name on these metal plates on the ring itself. So that's pretty cool, just a little touch of uniqueness. Again, just going the extra mile for people. People love to feel like they're, you know, not even $1 million, $1 billion. That's what we strive for. Is people always say, make people feel like $1 million. We try to make people feel like $1 billion. So that's what we're doing here with this. All this upholstery work was done by my cousin. He has a upholstery business. If you are interested in checking him out, his name is Michael Cruz. You can find him on Facebook. And it is called Michael's American Upholstery. I'll leave his information down below as well. But yeah, he did an amazing job on all this leather. It's marine grade boat quality leather. So it is waterproof, it is sunproof, it is approved for the outdoors. That's what it's for. We went with this because it was looking nicer. It had a nicer look to it. And because it was in the shade, it's not gonna get so hot. If we had this thing in the sun, there's no way in hell we're gonna be going with leather. It's just way too hot, to be honest with you. Also these pillows, he did these as well. The logos were made by another buddy of mine, Leo Alanis out of Poteet, Texas. He did all the stitching on that, but yeah, check out that quality, guys. The quality on the leather, quality on all of this stuff. I don't even know if you call it leather, but it looks like leather. It's a leather look-alike. But really, really nice, really, really comfortable. We went with a 3-inch foam and then some additional padding and breathability on all of this. So this stuff does breathe, as well as the pillows. So we are in Texas. It is like a leather type of style material. So we did add some breathability and mesh feelings into the cushions. Well, I didn't do it. He did it. But yeah, again, this took me a whole freaking day, guys. Just trying to figure out how the hell is I going to stabilize these circles, cutting them out with the jigsaw. I ended up kind of like plating it with plywood on the other side. You can't see it. That's the reason we put this side facing this way. But yeah, it was a difficult project, very time-consuming project. It's not a big project, but it's something that takes a lot of time. Yeah, I mean, overall, it took me about a week. 2 days was just planning, just thinking, how can I get this done? We wanted to make it look like it was floating. The circles were floating. That's what we did, without showing too much support for the seating. So that's what we did there. All the lighting, I'll show you pictures. I'll put some pictures up right now of all the lighting, what it looks like at night. It looks super nice, super romantic. I can already see this is going to be something that is Instagrammable. So new word, Instagrammable. People will take pictures, post it on Instagram. We do have an LED light coming in today, actually, as I'm making this video, that I'll be putting out today. I'll go home and get that. And it's going to say hashtag GOSTX, which is our logo, is just our letters. And it's going to be hanging down in the background. So when people take photos, they are also advertising for us in a free way. And everyone knows exactly where you're at. But yeah, so cactus plants. So we are in South Texas. Like I said, this was inspired by Athens, Greece, or Greece in general. The wreath and the plants up on top. But then here we also wanted to keep it native. We have a lot of cactus out here. We have different types of species. I don't even know how many species we have on the property itself. Tons of species of cactus. So we implemented that South Texas low maintenance quality of plants. So that's what we did here. We just bought all these plants. These are all fake plants, by the way. They are not real. They look real. They're really high quality plants. The plants alone were like $700-800 just for freaking plants, and they're fake plants, by the way. But yeah, expensive. And then we have some lighting. These are like candle lighting, so they kind of like flicker or move like a candle. Pretty cool stuff. Also some lighting on top. So just FYI, this is a big seat, but me and my dad have already sat on this thing, so that's over 350 pounds. Sitting on this thing felt pretty damn sturdy. So like I said, the seat cushion is pretty thick, and it's about a 3/4 inch plywood underneath it. But yeah, it sits perfect because we wanted people to dangle. We wanted to feel like it's a big space. We wanted to feel like a kid. That's what we did. A lot of photography is done in this type of style. What I see online with the Instagram stuff, it's kind of, you know, most seats are typically going to be sitting, you know, with their feet on the ground, but we wanted to do it slightly different. We wanted to look like you're traveling, like you're adventurous, like you are doing something different. That's the whole theme of everything, is just to provide uniqueness, provide people with something that is different and that they haven't seen before. And I believe this provides that. So I know some people are going to ask, how the hell did you build it? You should have filmed yourself building it. Well, I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. So that's the reason I didn't film myself doing it, because I wasn't sure. This was my first time taking on a project like this. So I've built decks before. I've done a whole bunch of stuff before in my life, but I've never done anything like this. And this is something that's more meticulous. It's very tedious, and it's not a super large scale project, but it's a project that takes a lot of time. It's a lot of attention to detail, and just a very time consuming project. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do on this, but overall I think it came out pretty well. Again, bending all these boards on the bottom. We used a single piece of wood to bend everything, guys. We could have easily taken the cheaper, easier route and put pieces of wood to make a complete circle, which would have been fine, but I don't want just fine. I want either good or great. That's what I want. So I think this looks better than putting pieces together. It just looks more clean, more rounded, and you can't really see the edges. So, but yeah, everything is stained and treated. All this is treated lumber. Obviously, it's going to be outdoors. It is stained to help protect it and increase that longevity as well. I'll leave everything I use as far as the stain wise. This is a nice color stain in my opinion. So I'll leave that stain down in the description as well. We got it off of Amazon, I believe. And any other things that I can think of, they'll all be linked down in the description for what you see here. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? You think I could do this for a living or not? If shit hits the fan, I guess I could build these little, I don't know if they're called pergolas or what, but I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Get some creative ideas for your guys' backyards. I'm sure your wives would really appreciate something like this, or appreciate something similar to it. So yeah, without further ado, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.